I wanted to just mention with this screencast that I thought this mapping the electric field activity was very useful. And I'm not sure if the students, I would want my students necessarily next time to look at electric fields around charges and between charges first, um, as far as the electric field lines, before drawing these electric force vectors at different locations around a point charge. But I think I would, where they would just draw the direction of the electric field lines, but not really taking into account the magnitude so much, and having them use a worksheet like this where they would actually use Coulomb's law and estimate and calculate the exact force acting on a positive test charge at various locations around uh, the central charge. Because I guess, as asked in a previous in one of the worksheets, or the FET, I think it was a simulation lab, um, how electric field lines around charges, they don't necessarily show you the magnitude of the field at various locations, but rather just the direction. But with this kind of an activity, this helps students be able to quantify uh, the magnitude of the force at various locations by looking at a vector analysis, by drawing lengths of arrows to scale that matches magnitude. So I think that was very useful. One more thing, the reading was interesting as well. I just wanted to mention this regarding polarization of conductors and insulators, and it gave me a better handle on sort of what's happening to cause polarization and how that differs between the two, and further how polarization of conductors actually results in more attractive force between a charged object and a polarized conductor versus between a charged object and a polarized insulator. And so now we kind of understand the mechanism and have a model for describing that, and can use diagrams to describe that. So that was, I appreciated that, and the reading was useful in that regard too, because that really got into a little bit um, more in-depth analysis of that, and using the equations that it does is very useful as well, because it really gives you a better depth of understanding, um, more than just conceptual understanding, but also sort of really using equations to quantify some of that. So